Hey guys, it's Hell Hades, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. So, I've had a number of, after my couple of kind of Tormin the Cold reviews, I've had a number of requests for Tormin the Cold, trying to take on the Nightmare campaign. Can he get through those levels to get you guys your gem, your shard, sorry, and your books and that type of stuff? So what I've done is I've just geared him in some lifesteal sets with accuracy. High level of defense. I'm going to roll this one up quickly. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take him through some of those levels which people start to struggle with when they get onto Nightmare. And I'm going to partner him up with somebody, I don't know, maybe someone like an apothecary or something just to boost his speed. Wow, this is taking a few rolls. Typically, I'll stuff that. Yeah, so let me show you his build. So obviously four-piece life set. I've got 2 accuracy pieces, mainly because they were already on him, and I'm trying not to sort of burn all of my silver doing this. But I've got defense boots on, I've got defense gloves on, I've got a defense chest on. They're all 6-star, they're all good pieces. So bear in mind what you see is based on that. You might have 5-star pieces. They're not all like insane pieces, but they're all 6-star with good main stat. So he's super slow, but got very high defense, sort of, you know, that 5.7k defense, decent HP, okay crit rate, okay crit damage, not insane. I'm still trying to build him pretty tanky so he can take those hits. And then in terms of mastery, so I've not changed my masteries away from what I do for arena. I still think this mastery is like really important on him. So to get that extra 5% chance of a freeze, I think it's huge. So I've kind of built it around taking less damage over time, chance of counter-attacking, this extra freeze percentage, and then accuracy, get some more benefit from the items I'm wearing, reduce turn meter on first hit on A1, and extra chance to lay things like block debuffs. So yeah, so let's give him a try. I think he can do it. I think he's going to be slow at it, is my view. But some people are saying, well, hold on a minute, we can't even get through Nightmare campaign, so is he going to be a help or not? And I think probably people start to struggle around this point where you start getting these Valks coming into teams. So maybe we'll start there, just show you, let's show you stage 3. Show you stage 3, I'm going to use him, I'm going to use Apothecary, just in, show you Apothecary's gear quickly. Apothecary will just be in speed gear. So trying to make Apothecary fast. We've got a resistance chest, that's probably not wise. Ideally you just want something like a defense chest with some speed on it. And then otherwise you want speed boots, you want crit rate gloves or defense gloves. Crit rate gives you a better heal, defense keeps him alive longer. And then I've just thrown gear on really that's got some speed roll, so there's nothing insane about this gear. It's literally stuff that's sitting around, and I've tried to make him quick. The quicker he is, the more often he gets his heals away, and the more often he's going to get the turn meter boost for my Tormin. So we're going to go into this. As I say, I think it's probably going to be slow. I don't think he's going to struggle to actually do it because of the amount of provokes he does and the freezes that he does. Apothecary is probably quite a good ally if you're kind of looking at this saying, can I do it as a, you know, someone who's kind of, I don't know, mid-game or something? Will this champion make the difference? But you know, bear in mind I've got decent gear on this guy. Not insane gear, but decent gear. What he can do, if you were manual in this, you can actually, he's done it anyway, you can steal buffs from these guys. So he could have actually stole this counter attack, which would have made it a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe Apothecary will actually take a bit of flack here. But you hope, yeah, those provokes just kind of pull him towards him. Apothecary has enough time to heal himself up. Tormin's going to be healing from his own abilities anyway. And we get a load of freezes going off. Obviously, every time these Valks put counterattack on themselves, they are also going to freeze themselves. I just want to see if I can do this properly. Yeah, so it's A2 here. You see, this one's got counterattack and shield. Counterattack and shield. Because they're frozen, you can go in and steal those buffs before you do your damage. Now I've got counterattack on me, and every time they come in, I've got a chance of freezing people. Froze one there. Get my freeze anyway. So, you know, look, we're already a minute in. As I say, he's going to be slow. I think you could probably build him to do a bit more damage. You know, you could go, I guess you could go full damage on him, but I still don't think he hits hard. I don't think this champion has got multipliers that are made to hit hard. If you had a support person that was doing some sort of decreased defense, maybe you would do it a bit quicker. You'd do it a lot quicker, actually. You know, if I put perhaps Madame Cerise in here with her ability, but I just wanted to put a champion in there that perhaps most people would have through all levels of the game, because the whole point of me showing this video was not look how good I am at doing this. It was people were questioning me in YouTube, do you think it's possible? And I was saying probably don't want to use him for that, but actually people just want to know if it's somebody that can just help them get through the content. You see here, I mean, I don't think it gets any harder than this wave as you get further through this. So I think I'm just going to quit out of this one. He's definitely, look, we've had no risk of us doing this. We don't get any more risk as we get through these waves. It's just a case of time. So can he do it? This wave, yes, definitely. So let's move on to another part of the dungeon, another part of the campaign. Let's have a look at perhaps a couple of these boss fights. Let's try this boss here. Green affinity. So Apothecary is pretty good for it anyway. Just wonder if there's someone I should put in that might just help us. Just wonder if there's someone who can do a decreased defense for me. Now, I'm going to keep it like this. Again, I just want it to be suitable for anyone or most people that are playing. Someone that hopefully has got a speed champ, or you know, a Steel Skull, or somebody who's just going to heal and protect. Steel Skull would actually be decent for him, because Steel Skull would also have the increased defense, and increased defense is going to make this guy hit harder. Also, the Mage would be good for him as well. So Apothecary does a good job of just healing himself and keeping us quicker. And obviously this guy is in there for damage. Damage? Is he in there for damage? He's just in there for clearing. He's not really damage. No, what are we doing here? 8Ks, 9Ks. Not terrible, but it's definitely not hard. You know, you're not going to be like rampaging through it like you might do with someone like an Ignatius, or I don't know, even someone like a Martyr would do it a lot quicker than this. Tyrell does it quicker than this. But I think for me, I mean, I don't actually, once I completed Nightmare Campaign, I've not been in it since, other than showing you this tutorial. I think it's way overtuned. I think it's not actually worth the energy for the silver return and for the XP return for champions. I think they've kind of messed it up. It was a good way to earn a couple of extra rewards for 2 days, but for me, they've kind of just failed on it, which is a real shame. Could have been, you know, a way to try and give certainly the people that are a bit further along in the game a different area to try and farm, and made us try to do it. But at the moment, I've got literally no enthusiasm to come into Nightmare Campaign at all. I'm not actually landing freeze on these guys very much. I guess it's just RNG, but it's let's see if he's doing his A3. There. I don't know if he's deliberately not doing that because there's no freezes up. Obviously, maybe these guys just get it back auto. I can't remember these guys' ability actually. But see, we're already 2 minutes in. I mean, it's are we going to do it in 10 minutes is the question. We're not even through wave 1 actually. Maybe I need someone who does some damage here as a secondary person. Okay, so we got to the dragon just after 6 minutes, so it's actually pretty close. You have a 10-minute kind of time frame that you'll have to do this in. The second wave's almost as annoying as the first wave, because you have the two sisters that revive each other because of their passives, which I thought, oh, this is going much quicker, and then they kept coming back to life. But yeah, again, sort of we're coming through, we're sort of eating away at the boss's health pretty well. Do I feel like we're in any danger? No. Do I feel like I want to sit here for 10 minutes and watch this? Probably not. I'm going to cut here. Let's just see what time we're finishing. We've actually failed at the 10-minute test. It's going to come in just around, what, 10.5 minutes? I guess I just need to change APO for someone who's going to actually decrease defense. So I thought he might just be a good little ally. He is quite a good ally actually, but I was just hoping I'd get a rare that everyone might have. But can I do it? Yes. It didn't actually count because it was over 10 minutes. What I'm going to do is just check my champs and try and get someone that equally is quite easy to get hold of and can do like an AoE decreased defense. Be right back. Okay, so new partner in crime will be Tyrell. I wanted to show you this perhaps without using somebody that's quite high end. I don't have another epic that is fully that's a defensive champion that can do AoE decreased defense. I mean, clearly, if you've got Cerise, she can do it. If you've got somebody like Tomb Lord, Ghostborn, they can do it. Even if you've got someone like War Maiden, who's a rare, she could do this job. But I don't have her, so I don't have her kind of ready to go. And I just want to show you the difference of time if you've got somebody that can remove their defense. So this is, all I've done is I've thrown him in crit rate gloves, I've thrown him in defense, chest and speed boots. And we'll go again on this same battle. Where is it? We'll go again on this same battle and yeah, we'll just kind of see how we get on. I think it's going to be so much quicker. So at decreased defense, when you've got these kind of tanky characters, I think now we'll start getting a bit more damage out of Tormin. So yeah, look, 15Ks, it will speed it up massively. But you just need that decreased defense on somebody who's going to stay alive. And Tyrell will do it, but as I say, someone like War Maiden will do it. Really, anyone who's defensive can do that. I think people are hoping that I wouldn't use somebody like a Tyrell because they want to see if this guy's going to be the carry. He could be the carry, but he needs somebody just to reduce some defense. And there's loads of champions that can do it. Whoever you use for this, they just need to be built tanky so that they can take a hit as well. Okay, so we're coming up for 5 minutes. Dragon's nearly dead. There's been no point in this fight that I've felt at risk of dying. And clearly we've done it in half the time we need to, so that's quite an easy 3-star. So again, you just need somebody that's got decreased defense for this guy to be effective at that sort of level. I think it'll be the same for the rest of these. This guy going to struggle with this boss. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be any different really. I think the next question is, can we do 12-6 with him as my campaign farmer? I think he might struggle. I don't know if he's strong enough to be an actual campaign farmer like someone who perhaps just does a bit more damage. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, I guess he does freeze people up. He does keep getting that passive off. So far, so good. So far, he's not really letting anyone move. It's like the arena all over again. Obviously, the guys that got with him, they've got 0 gear on. They're literally just food. So there they go. Now everything's directed at him. And yeah, maybe he is actually strong enough to be a campaign farmer, but it'll be a slow one. And for me, the amount of XP you get per unit and silver you get per run, I can't see a reason why anyone would want to farm Nightmare over Brutal. I think they've just done it poorly. I think they should have made it, for the energy you have to invest to do a level on this, they should have made it much better. There should have been a genuine reason that you would want to come and farm Nightmare, and at the moment there really isn't one. But you see here, he kind of holds his own really well. And this is, I don't have offensive masteries, I've got defensive masteries. But I think they're easily the best masteries for him. I can't see, again, a reason why you'd want something like a Helm Smasher or the increased crit on him. I just don't think it suits his masteries or his setup very well. I guess because he gets enough freezes off and provokes off to stop people doing their main nuke abilities, so he kind of gets himself out of danger really. But yeah, it's going to end up being probably close to a 2-minute farm. which I guess, to be fair, if you wanted to, if it was worthwhile, if you literally just want to get the best possible XP per champion, a 2-minute farm is not terrible if you put it on the multi hit, your daily multi hit, and just kind of let it go. But yeah, that's not too bad. So I guess in conclusion, can he get you all the way to stage 6? Yes. Can he help you beat stage 7? I think the answer is no. I think for stage 7, the only way I've seen it done is with this kind of cheesy Paragon as the guy who takes all the damage, and you basically make him unkillable the whole time. He's got a second steal which makes him unkillable, and you kind of just cheese your way to the end with all of the damage being focused on him, and then someone like a Tyrell kind of doing all the damage on the boss. It's still pretty tight on 10 minutes actually. I think I did it in about 6 minutes with decent gear. So it's just way too down to RNG, but I don't think Tormin's going to do that for you. But I think he can pretty much carry you to 12-6, and then you'll have to find a different way to beat 12-7. So look, this has been Hell Hades. I hope that's been useful for you, and catch you soon.